Hello, class, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest. As usual, we start with Memphis Depay, as it has been reported that the Barcelona forward has been offered to several clubs, but the player does not want a January exit. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about this report, I mean that Barcelona are set to table 1 year contract extension each to Sergio Busquets and Sergi Roberto. Of course, this comes as a big blow to many Barca fans who have been expecting those two players to depart at the end of the season. We are going to be discussing on that in much detail as well. So guys, before we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. According to Ferran Correas of Sports, Barcelona are keen on offloading Memphis Depay in the January transfer window, and the striker has been offered to several clubs, including Newcastle United. However, the Dutchman wants to leave as a free agent in the summer. Memphis Depay arrived at the Camp Nou as a free agent in the summer of 2021 after his contract with Olympique Lyon had expired. The 28-year-old finished his debut season as the club's top scorer with 12 goals, but has been reduced to a bit part role this season. Indeed, the renewal of Ousmane Dembélé, the signings of Robert Lewandowski and Rafinha, and Ansu Fati's return from injury means that Depay has been pushed down the pecking order of things under Xavi this term. That, coupled with an injury, has meant that the Netherlands international has played just 3 matches this season, scoring 1 goal. With the forward out of favour and his contract expiring at the end of the season, Barcelona open to offloading him this month so that they can generate some revenue and free up some space on their wage bill as well. To that end, the report states that Depay has been offered to several top clubs over a possible January move. Among the teams that have been provided with a chance to sign the Dutchman are Premier League side Newcastle United. There has been interest from Jose Mourinho's AS Roma as well as the forward's former club Manchester United. Chelsea too are understood to have looked at Depay as possible target as well. However, a January exit for the former Manchester City player Manchester United player, seems unlikely at this moment, as he does not want to leave Barcelona this month. Instead, Depay wants to move on as a free agent in the summer. A lot has been spoken about Memphis Depay since last summer. His future still very uncertain. Has a very reduced role now under Xavi, and it's no secret that Memphis Depay is not a happy man ever since, because he has been reduced to a mere bench product. A player who was one of in fact, the protagonist for Barca last season, scoring the highest number of goals, and now sees himself as a squad player, a bench player. Many games do pass without Memphis even kicking the ball, and definitely he will never be a happy man. But it's just how it is. The situation, the condition that he finds himself at, with the players that Barca already have, Lewandowski already in front, so you can hardly see a chance for Memphis Depay. So there have been a lot of reports talking about clubs showing interest in Depay, particularly Newcastle United lately, but the player is not showing any keenness to move. Depay wants a summer exit, not a January exit as Barca wants, because Barca know that if he leaves this January, there's a chance that, Barca will reap a little bit of revenue from his sale. But the player does not want that to happen. Memphis Depay wants to ensure that he sees out his contract and leave as a free agent, something that Barca are not trying to agree with. So definitely there will be a problem there. So let's see how it goes. Depay definitely, as things stand, will not be playing games, to be honest, even though he's fit, as Lewandowski's ban was even uplifted. So It looks so unlikely for him to play, especially in La Liga. Except for the Copa del Rey games, maybe there Xavi can start putting him there. Let's see how it goes with Depay. But as it stands right now, the player wants to leave in the summer, not in the winter transfer window this month. So whether Barcelona will force him to leave or the player will insist of not leaving, it all remains to be seen. Then on to the next story of discussion. As we enter 2023, one of Barcelona's primary objective is to not sign new players, but to address the contractual problem of several players, including the registration of Ronald Araujo and Gavi's new deals. Another priority is to extend the contract of club legend Sergio Busquets. There are lingering doubts about the future of the defensive midfielder whose current contract at the Camp Nou expires at the end of the season. Many expect Busquets to leave the club in the summer and join an MLS club, with Inter Miami waiting in the wings. But according to Sport, Xavi Hernandez is desperate to keep the midfielder for one more year. Xavi's desire to keep Busquets is hardly surprising, as the Barcelona coach considers him very vital for the team, even though the player has faced criticism for his performances from the fan base this season. Meanwhile, the Catalans could end up offering another contract extension to Sergi Roberto. The versatile midfielder is another one of Barcelona's four captains and is facing an uncertain future at the Camp Nou as his contract also expires at the end of the season. Earlier reports suggested that Roberto has not done anything of note to earn a renewal at Barca, but it appears his versatility coupled with his experience are considered crucial in the camp as they look to offer him a one-year renewal. Sergio Roberto, after all, has come in handy and has provided Xavi an option for the right-back slot, especially after Hector Bellerin's shoddy start to the season. Although Roberto has not been flawless, he has gotten the job done. Barcelona, though, are in the process of finding new options in the market, with the club identifying no less than four candidates, including Argentine starlet Juan Foyth. For now, the Blaugrana are set to offer one-year renewals to both Busquets and Roberto. While the latter is likely to accept the proposal, it remains to be seen what the former decides. This is really terrible, to be honest. I don't understand all these decisions. I know all these decisions are being influenced by Xavi, but it makes no sense, to be honest. Renewing these two players for what? What have they offered this season? And it's something to be angry, to be honest. And I don't see if the club is moving ahead. Other clubs are pushing and are growing. They are forgetting about the past and they're trying to make things. They're trying to make things new, to compete in the current market. But it seems as though Barca are stuck in their old past and they are satisfied with. We're not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere if this is how things want to go on. So, guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.